Hi, everyone. Welcome to another data journalism training. I'm Mike Riley, your trainer once again. Today, we'll be scraping data out of PDFs, those pesky formats that we don't like to use as journalists. We want our data in a nice, clean spreadsheet. Of course, we always request from government agencies when they send us data that we want it in a spreadsheet, but oftentimes they'll send it as a PDF. We're going to show you some tools today, some free tools that you can use to convert that data out of a PDF and into a nice clean spreadsheet format. Our handout today is the bit.ly link, bit.ly/data videos 2. I also have all the information tagged in your description right underneath this video. So if you want to hit pause and possibly open up all these files, feel free to do so right now. You can order our textbook, Data Plus Journalism. It's out, second edition's out in 2026 by clicking on this link here. And it'll take you to the Rutledge website. You can order the second edition there. And also the Journalist Toolbox, which we use quite a bit in this book, has data scraping tools right here, a little link and then a description of each tool. And then have some training videos, one of which you're watching right now, embedded right into the pages. So a lot of resources there for you. So let's get to scraping. On this handout, if you scroll down to the bottom of page 2, or actually a little further, it has a bunch of PDF scraping tools. Yeah, bottom of page 3. PDF to Excel, Tabula scraper, which you'll have to download to your computer. And then I use ChatGPT too, and I've got a link to all the practice PDFs in here as well. You can click on that link and download any of these if you want to practice along with me as I'm going along. Just feel free to hit pause as you're moving along. The Tabula scraper, if you click on this tabula.technology link, will take you to this page. This one's a very popular tool among the IRE and NICAR crowd because you can download the software to your desktop, to Windows or to Mac. It's safe. It doesn't put spyware on your computer. And allows you to scrape the PDFs locally rather than moving them up to a web page, say, like PDF to Excel to the live web. Here it's much safer on your desktop. So we're going to work with both of those tools today, and we're going to test out the large language models too to see if they can do it. Of course, if you own the paid version of Adobe Acrobat, it's very expensive. Not all newsrooms and reporters have it on their computers, but there you can just export your PDF as an Excel spreadsheet or Word doc or whatever format you want it in. But with if you don't have that software, you're going to have to use one of the scraping tools to do so. And all the tools I'm showing you are free, which is dynamite. So make sure you have all these open, maybe download one of the PDFs, maybe the Nevada voter registration data. And I'm going to scrape that one first, and I'm going to do it in PDF to Excel. This is a free tool. It's online. And the thing to keep in mind here is security. If I'm going to download or upload something to this website, I need to remember that I'm putting it up on the live web and somebody can potentially see it. So I'm uploading this. And it's starting to convert it. It reminds me down here that all files are deleted from their servers in 6 hours without a trace. Well, I don't necessarily trust that. It converted the file, and I can hit download, and I'm going to allow it to download. And it's going to drop it into my downloads folder, which is dynamite. So now I have it as an Excel spreadsheet. It always defaults to Excel. You can always convert it later. And here it is, Nevada voter registration data 2016. And I'll replace it out there on the desktop because I've done the scrape a little earlier. And now I can open it into Excel and look at my spreadsheet, and there it is. There's my data spreadsheet. It's nice and clean. You can also clean this up, and if it does import maybe the header, headline, or a footnote down here, you can always delete it. Also, try to insert a data moat in here between the totals and everything. Now I've got a nice clean data set here that I can sort, filter, and analyze, which is fantastic. So that's the quick and dirty way to do maybe a routine data scrape. But if the document's been leaked to me or something like that, or it's a very sensitive document and you want to scrape it, use something like Tabula, tabula.technology. Once you've downloaded the software, you can put it in your toolbar. I've got mine kind of hanging out over here in the left-hand side. And once you click on it, it'll open for you. And it'll open in your browser and it'll operate in your browser, but it'll be operating off of a local address. You're not moving anything up to the live web. You're just working off of the browser in your local computer. And you'll see it'll give you a local IP address at the top once it opens. And it'll open to this site can't be reached, and then it kicks in. So just always give it a quick minute or two to do that. You can delete out any previous scrapes you've done. I've left a few of mine in here that I've done in the past. I can hit browse and go find my spreadsheet here and import it. And it'll actually bring the PDF in, and you'll see it in PDF format here. Now, all I want here is this little table, and I'm going to just highlight it, hold my cursor down and drag over it, and it'll highlight it. It gives you these little crosshairs. To get rid of it, I click the X. Maybe if you have a longer data set, maybe it's 90 pages and you have 60 tables in it, you can just hit this auto detect tables and it'll highlight the tables for you. It's much quicker. If you want to paint it, feel free, but this way is much quicker if you just hit auto detect. Because you wouldn't want to go through and paint 60 tables, maybe two or three, but I wouldn't want to do all 60. Just use auto detect if it's a bunch of tables. Hit preview, and what it'll do is it will convert that PDF into a table, an HTML table. And what do we know about HTML tables? Oh man, they are scrapable. Using something somewhat similar to your formula that we used in an earlier data scrape, web scraping exercise. This one will let you convert into CSV, TSV, JSON, many different files. It'll also, if it's a very large data set, a zip drive of CSVs, which is comma separated values, common for mapping and things like that. It's a spreadsheet format. And then you just hit export and wait a quick minute and it'll download to your downloads folder again. So you have the data set just like we saw earlier. So that's Tabula, tabula.technology. Really good scraping tool. I also like to work with large language models. I do a lot of AI work. Written a book on journalism and AI called The Journalist Toolbox, A Guide to Digital Reporting in AI. And I've had hit and miss success with these, so we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to upload that same PDF, and then I'm going to ask it. And this is Claude.ai, very good tool for working with large data sets. Claude, can you please? I'm always polite to it too. It tends to give me better results if I'm polite. Can you please convert this PDF into a downloadable CSV file? And sometimes if it doesn't give you CSV, redo the prompt and just redo the prompt and ask for it as an Excel file, and we'll run that here. And whenever I use large language models, if I always use more than one, I never just use Claude. Always have your privacy settings on when you're scraping data, just so it can't train on the data that you're using. And then I'll ask ChatGPT to do the same thing, and we'll see what we get. You can do, Copilot. You can try it in several different models, Gemini and others. I always like to watch them run the Python code, and it's all running here and seems to be doing the extraction as it did here on Claude. And let me run this to create your CSV file. It says it's been created successfully. However, I don't see a downloadable link quite yet. I'm going to let it, you can give it a thumbs down. And can you provide a link to the converted CSV file? See, it's being a little ornery today. Normally, it would just run it and give me the link, and I wouldn't have to ask for it. So let's see how ChatGPT did. It walked me through. This is interesting. It walked me through step by step about how it extracted it, what columns it gathered, the source of the data, which is what I uploaded. And if you want county only, it's giving me some other things to do to tidy it up, and it'll actually offer me a little advice, and also gives me the downloadable file right here. So it did it without having to ask for it. And here he gave it to me as the download. So I had to actually ask Claude twice. And actually, I prefer Claude to ChatGPT for converting files. But today, ChatGPT actually did a little nicer job. I would actually have to go in here and ask, Claude, can you walk me through all the steps you did to do this? Whereas, ChatGPT actually showed me how to do it. It's an interesting result today. You never know what you're going to get with the large language models. But these are a very simple way to do it as well. So I'd like to show you the old school ways with Tabula, with PDF to Excel. And again, if you're working with data that is it super private, you're working with a set of public records, you could probably use Claude or ChatGPT. But if it's a very private file or something that was leaked to you, even with my privacy settings on, I probably wouldn't use a large language model. You can batch process in these large language models as well. So I could upload, maybe 10 different files for different states here and ask it to do it. And it should, give you CSVs for, Excel spreadsheets for each one of these. So hope you found this useful. Again, all of the tools are here on the main handout, folder full of PDFs to practice with, or maybe you have some of your own sitting on your desktop right now. But put these tools to good use. And again, Adobe Acrobat, the paid version of Adobe Acrobat Pro, I believe it's called, will allow you to do this just by going to File, Export, and selecting what format you want it in, Word doc or spreadsheet or whatever. But a lot, that version of Adobe Acrobat can be quite pricey, and not everyone has it. If you're a college student watching this video right now, I know you don't have the money for it. They may or may not have it on your computers at school, and probably don't have it on your home computer unless you have a special Adobe account or something like that. So I like to show you the free tools. Everybody has access to the scrapers. Hope you found this useful, and we'll see you on the next training video.